Alright guys, Sick Libra. Sorry, another video in the dark. My smoking times are off and my smoking areas are not well lit unless I'm at home and in the garage. So I do what I can with what I can. I'm smoking some plum cake in my Randy Wiley. I've been putting this pipe to work lately, trying to like it more. Not really working, but hey, what can you do, right? At least I don't hate it anymore, I guess. I just still don't really like it. But what can you do? So, as the title insinuates, this is my VR to Silent Wisdom experience, the Because It's Tuesday giveaway, which is an absolutely incredible giveaway for just a nice convivial Tuesday in May. So I'm actually not sure what that word means, so if I'm using it wrong, let me know. So I love my conspiracy theories. I have a lot of them. There's some that I buy into. There's some that I don't. There are conspiracy theories that I have actually, somehow in my mind, managed to weave back and forth between each other. However, I hate and I regret to inform you that I will not be able to share these conspiracy theories with you, and I will explain why. For those of you that have been following me for a while, know who I am and what I do. Basically, I'm not able to talk about certain things. And it's not because I know more than somebody else. That's not it at all. Because honestly, like, the vast majority of things, I'm on the exact same plane as all of you guys. I get my news from the news and the internet and all that jazz, and I don't have any unique insight or anything like that because I've got a security clearance or anything like that, because my security clearance is honestly nothing special. It just allows me to look at paperwork that lets me do my job in law enforcement. Any case. So I can't talk about my conspiracy theories because whether I know more than anybody else or not, then somebody could credit me as a source and yada yada, whatever nightmares ensue, something gets twisted the wrong way, and I find myself in the unemployment line. So I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to go with a phenomenon. I don't know if anybody of you out there have ever heard of the Mandela effect. I know I hadn't. When I just suddenly started watching a video on the Mandela effect on YouTube. I was a major YouTube troll, and I'm sure we've all gone down the rabbit hole at some point. One video leads to another video, leads to another video. And I'm sure my incessant viewing of conspiracy theories is what made Mandela effect videos start popping up on my homepage. So I started watching them. And for those of you that don't know what the Mandela effect is, it's basically a mass remembering by thousands upon thousands of people of something that never happened. Or that something was completely different. For example, they use the movie references a lot, right? And all of these movie references are, most of them are things that are like easily just misheard. Like Forrest Gump saying life was like a box of chocolates instead of life is like a box of chocolates. A big one that got a lot of people was Darth Vader did not say, Luke, I am your father. He said, no, I am your father. That got a lot of people. Houston, we've had a problem, as opposed to we have a problem. The Volvo emblem, the Volkswagen emblem, Curious George never had a tail, Jiffy peanut butter never existed. I can't keep this pipe lit to save my life. There's the list goes on, and it's out of control, like how long this list was. But the one that got me, I was watching all of them, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that is kind of weird, you know. But the one that messed me up big time, was the video of the JFK assassination. Now, I studied this in high school. I was absolutely fascinated by it. And let me know in the comments if you agree with the way I remember it. But when I was in high school, the JFK assassination video was him rolling down the street. It was in black and white in a 4-seater car with no window between him and the driver. It was JFK and his wife in the back seat, the driver and another Secret Service agent up front, and Secret Service agents running around the back. Now, or all around the car. Now, and they're just jogging down the street in Texas. The big thing that I remember being an issue when I was studying this was the missing frames. The missing frames this, the missing frames that, because there were definitely missing frames. And these missing frames were at times where it was theorized that JFK turned his head to look at the grassy knoll. I don't really hear a lot about the grassy knoll anymore. And there were also missing frames at like the point of impact or something from when he actually got shot. I remember this video because I've watched it probably 200,000 freaking times. Just studying it and trying to figure out like what everybody was talking about. I watched documentary after documentary on it. I was fascinated by it because like it all still seemed pretty clear to me what happened. You know, like he was shot from the book depository, you know, but there was the theory was that there was a shot fired from the grassy knoll or something like that prior to. Now, the film is not only in brilliant and stunning color like I've never seen it before, but the car is a 6-seater with the congressman and his wife sitting between JFK and the driver, and they are separated by a bulletproof glass window. And in the video, what it looks like to me, the killing shot to his head, the blood goes like straight up in the air. And it looks almost like JFK got shot in the chest, slouched over a little bit, and then when Jackie leans forward and like grabs his back a little bit, you know, to I guess comfort him or whatever, it looks like she shoots him right in the face and the blood spray goes straight up in the air. And I still cannot keep this pipe lit to save my life. This is ridiculous. So, that's the big one for me that got me hooked on the Mandela effect. Now, there's this thing in the Mandela effect community called residue, where there is proof that it was the old way. Now, the really interesting thing about the whole JFK thing is that the car in the JFK Museum is a 4-seater without a glass partition instead of a 6-seater. So that's some of the bigger residue on that one, and that one really messed with me quite a bit, and it took a while to come to terms with. Honestly, if you get messed up by having, your world messed with, don't look into the Mandela effect. I actually lost sleep over that one. It was really bizarre to learn that so many things that I remember, I don't actually remember. Like, Kazam was never a movie. Or, I'm sorry, Shazam. Kazam was. But I remember Sinbad being the genie in Shazam. A lot of people, that movie never exists. Sinbad denies it ever happened. But I remember watching it multiple times when I was a kid. So that's my, not really a conspiracy theory, but my phenomenon. That's the best I can do with my hands being tied the way they are. So, that being said, I hope you have a great giveaway. I'm really looking forward to listening to the other videos, or watching the other videos in the community on this one, because this is an area I've devoted a lot of my time to, is studying conspiracy theories, and the most I'll ever get on an open platform is telling you what conspiracy theories I believe and what conspiracy theories I don't. And that's about as far as I'll take it, just because I don't want to take the chance of getting into hot water. Like, that's all it is. And again, I know nothing more than anybody else on any of this stuff. It's purely speculation and what evidence that I've got. So I have to make sure I leave that disclaimer on here as well. So, in any case, y'all have a good one tonight, and take it easy, and good luck to everybody out there.